Today we're going to show you how to sanitize your freshwater system in your Oliver camper. First, we'll need to go inside and set up our water valve configuration in order to pull the bleach solution into the freshwater tank. Let's step inside now. For the sanitization process, we'll need to change the valves to the boondocking configuration located here. You'll turn all 4 valves if they're in the normal configuration mode. What this will do is pull the solution from the rear port and dump it straight into your freshwater tank. Now while you're inside, you'll also want to check and make sure that the bypass valve for the water heater is turned into bypass mode. We do not want any of the bleach solution entering the water heater. Let's go ahead and do that now. We will want to make sure that the fresh tank drain valve is closed. Otherwise, the bleach solution that we're about to pull into the fresh tank will just drain out the bottom. So let's go ahead and take a look at that valve now. You may need to pull the furnace duct vent out of the way in order to see the fresh tank drain valve located on the bottom of the lower shell. Make sure that this valve is closed before we begin the sanitization process. Once we have all the valves set in the right configuration, we're ready to go outside and get started. For the bleach solution, we're going to want to use about a half a cup of bleach to 30 gallons of water. Your fresh water tank system in the Oliver is roughly 30 to 32 gallons. So what we're going to do is mix half a cup of bleach in a bucket with water at the rear of the camper to pull it and dump it into the fresh tank system. Once you have your solution mixed up and ready to go, you'll simply want to run a short hose from the rear boondock winterization port into your bucket. Then we can go back inside and turn on the water pump to have it pull it inside for us. Once back inside your Oliver camper, simply turn the water pump on. Antifreeze. The water pump's going to engage and immediately start pressurizing and pulling that bleach solution into the camper and into your freshwater tank. Now, of course, we only had about a 2-gallon bucket, so it's not going to take very long for that to pull it and put it into the tank. Once you feel that it's pulled everything in, you can go ahead and turn the water pump off at this time. Once connected, we'll turn the water supply on and fill the freshwater tank until it overflows from the overflow tube located on the curb side of the camper. Once we've filled the fresh tank with our bleach solution and filled it full of water, we will want to leave that in there for about 10 or 15 minutes. Once it's set for about 15 minutes, then we can go back inside the camper and go ahead and run that bleach solution through our faucets. Let's step inside now. We will need to change the valve configuration back to normal mode, and that is because we want the onboard water pump pulling from the fresh tank where the bleach solution is now located. We're no longer pulling from the rear port. So let's go ahead and change that valve configuration now. To change back to normal mode, we will need to turn all 4 valves. At this time, we'll be able to turn the water pump on and draw the bleach solution from the fresh tank. All right, now we're ready to turn the water pump on so that we can draw that bleach solution from the fresh tank to our faucets. Once you turn that water pump back on, it may take up to 2 minutes to fully pressurize the system. You don't want to turn the faucets on until the pump has had time to fully pressurize. Turning the faucets on too early will cause excessive air in the lines, and you'll notice it spitting and sputtering. So go ahead and wait till the pump fully pressurizes and shuts off. Once it shuts off, we can then go ahead and turn the faucets on. Now, you'll turn it on to the cold side to go ahead and bring that bleach solution in through the cold water lines. And then you can do the same for the hot water line as well. We'll also come to the bathroom faucet and do the same through the cold side. Then we will switch and do the same on the hot water side in the bathroom faucet as well. Now that we've run the bleach solution through our faucets, we do want to go ahead and drain the remainder from the fresh tank. To do this, we'll just want to reach down in the access panel under the curbside bed to open that drain. At this point, we want to go ahead and drain that bleach solution out. So we'll reach down, turn the valve, and let it drain. Once we've drained the solution and everything's good to go, we can then reach back in here and close the valve. Now we're ready to fill it back with fresh water and go camping. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you've learned something about your Oliver travel trailer, and please be sure to check us out online at olivertraveltrailers.com.